It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. We'll watch Atlanta in this one as they go up against the Pistons. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now that we're approaching the midway part of the season, Clark, what advice would you have for teams that haven't gotten off to a great start so far?
Well, recognize that, one, the season still has a long way to go, so you can get things changed if you stay the course. I think the most important thing is staying together as a unit, as a team, and keeping that chemistry tight. As long as that's happening and you're healthy, you've got a chance to improve.
Detroit with the ball.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Atlanta with the ball. After the basket by Detroit, Jackson. And he gets it to go.
Good work from Jackson doing damage inside. The defense just unable to keep up with him.
Stackhouse, the pass to Hill. We play just over a minute here in the first. Mills can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Jackson up top for three. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
The calling card of Jimmy Jackson, a fantastic jump shooter, always looking to fire.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Hawks ball.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Cole. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside Jackson, the three. They get it back. Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. So it's the Pistons now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Hill, and Hill throws it down.
How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding at rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Mutombo.
Pistons foul. Lindsey Hunter. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And here's Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson finds Crawford. Off target from three-point range. Detroit trails by 3. Down low. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now Hunter. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And Hill throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Cole. After the basket by Detroit. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you got to like the intensity. He really went at him that time.
First trip to the line for him here.
Bimbo holds. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Hill against Henderson. Here's Stackhouse. It's back to Hill. Pass to Mills. Stackhouse outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
The ball goes to Atlanta.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Detroit, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, there's the Hawks, a half game back.
And right now for the Hawks, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Now here's Crawford. No scoring in this one. Pass to Jackson. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Pistons. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And the basket by Hill.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Here's Cole. Outside Jackson. Pass to Cole. Offline with his three. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by one. Now here's Mills. Nails the 16-footer.
Just a great flow to that play. He's anticipating the pass, perfect rhythm on that jumper.
Here's Cole. Covered by Hunter. Shots good by Cole. Pistons have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Stackhouse throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Detroit. And Hill over to help.
And now only one away from being in the penalty zone.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Riders checked in for Atlanta.
Number 34, Isaiah Ryder.
So it's Atlanta now. Mutombo kicks to Crawford. Here's Cole. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Stackhouse. Rebound collected by Ryder.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Coles passes to Jackson. Here's Cole. Shot clock at 5. He tries for 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Mills dishes to Hill. And Mills kicks to Stackhouse. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Stackhouse. Clock at 4. Here he goes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
By just driving straight into him, Stackhouse took away their options on defense.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to San Antonio. Here's Cole. Pass to Ryder. Jacks up a three. And the three ball is good. And the Hawks lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Stackhouse. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Right down the lane, Stackhouse blows past the defense there.
For Detroit, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Here's Cole. Trying his luck from deep. Up again. It's good on the putback. Mutombo's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the left.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Into the lineup for Atlanta. LaFonso Ellis. Rashawn.
Detroit with the ball.
Jason Terry.
It's Hill on the wing. A 20-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Back to Stackhouse. And Stackhouse throws it down.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
Hawks shooting 40% here in the early stages. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Williams is checked in for Detroit. Curry comes in for Stackhouse.
Michael Curry.
Detroit on D. Pass to Terry. Mutombo sets a screen. 6 to shoot. They get the rebound. They shoot again. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Hill left side. Lays it up and banks it in. Hill's got 8 points.
Tell you what, good luck trying to stop Hill inside. I mean, once he's this deep, the defense is done.
It's Terry outside. And it's Leitner with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hill passes to Leitner. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Henderson's checked in for Ellis.
Number 44, Alan Henderson.
Atlanta trails by 4. Terry looking over the floor. Great crossover to get free.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Curry. Right side Hill. Over McCloud. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Atlanta with it. Terry outside. Puts up a deep three. Ryder, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hill passes to Leitner. Chalk up 2 there.
A real force inside. Leitner able to finish through contact here.
Atlanta trails by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Ryder. All alone. Hill pulls it in.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
Now here's Terry. Boy, he just disappeared against San Antonio, and they really needed him. Pass to Ryder. Trying to find Henderson. Gets it to him. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Hunter up top. Terry covering. High, arcing shot. Hunter, no good. The Atlanta trails by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now here's Curry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Outside Hill. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Detroit up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Here's Ryder, guarded by Curry. It's good. Ryder's got 5 now.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Hill throws it down.
And making it look easy right now. When Hill finds his rhythm, well, he keeps in attack mode.
Atlanta trails by 6. Here's Ryder. Pass to Terry. Wright with a screen on Hunter. The wide open look here for Terry. From outside, off the mark. And, well, Detroit shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Hill looking it over. Hill's with it. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win in those kind of breakdowns.
Did enough down low to force the defender into a foul. Nice work inside.
For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And both free throws good for Terry.
You know, you make your free throws, and I think it helps your rhythm, too.
Pistons leading by 6. Stackhouse outside. There's a screen. Driving the lane. And Stackhouse throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now here's Terry. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Ryder. Oh, that's blocked. Stackhouse. Here's McLeod. Nothing on the board. Hawks passing it around. Terry outside. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the ball. And Terry picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound. Pass to Stackhouse. Puts up a 3. Goes up again. The jump hook. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's a 10-point Piston lead for Atlanta. They've gone 1 of 3 to start off the second quarter. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Hill, he's checked in for Stackhouse. On defense, Detroit. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Cloud passes to Terry. Here's Wright. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Pass to Bushler. On the wing, Hill. And here's Mills. 5 to shoot. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. McLeod passes to Terry. Back to Henderson. Here's Ryder. He's got 5. Over Hill. Ryder, no good. Pistons leading by 8. Hill inside. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got 6.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's the steal. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Mills. Right with the double team. Here's Crotty. Hill has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Hill's got 7 now in this quarter.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
On the wing, Terry. Here's Wright. Makes it off the glass. Wright's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Crotty. Still scoreless. Right side Hill. Back to Mills. Over Terry. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Terry. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Puts it up from 17. Rebound, Detroit. Hill's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams sets a screen for Hill. Pass to Mills. Here's Bushler. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And it's McLeod with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Ryder. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
outside Hill. Mills in the corner, fires from deep, and Wright pulls it down. Atlanta trails by 9. Here's Ryder. He has 7. Terry dishes to Wright. Pass to Ryder. Mills with the steal. Williams kicks to Mills. No good on the 3. Hawks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Terry the pass to Ryder. Back to Terry. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Terry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Crotty. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Williams dishes to Mills. Over Wright. Bank shot. No good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Ryder. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Right side Hill. Pass to Mills. Over Wright. Mills can't hit. The Atlanta trails by 6. Here's Terry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What a player. His attitude and confidence infectious.
The Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw, good, Terry. And both free throws good for Terry. Detroit leading by 4. Hill with it. 17 points in the game. Pass to Crotty. Trying to get something going. And he stays with it. Now here is Hill. Here's Crotty. It's back to Hill. Out to the right wing. Leitner. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Hawks. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And Crotty pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Buechler. Here's Leitner, covered by Mutombo. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Atlanta calls timeout. Making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Pass to Cole. To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. Detroit leading by 6. Hunter, the pass to Curry. Here's Coles. Covered by Hunter. Pass to Coles. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Hunter. And now the Pistons fast break. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now an 8-point Detroit lead.
What a play. He saw that he could take it all the way, and he never hesitated.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Cole. Covered by Hunter. And stolen by Hunter. Pass to Curry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Curry's got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Vault. First personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's Atlanta now. It's a 10-point game. Crawford up top. He has yet to score. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. And, well, Detroit shooting in the second quarter right around 48%. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Cole. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got his third basket of the night.
Hey, the defense better take notice. Jackson can knock down the long ball.
Here's Curry. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
In the half. Here's Crawford. Here's Mutombo. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. And now it's only a 5-point Detroit lead.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
And here is Hunter. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Just 2 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Jackson looking around. Off with the layup. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And you know, Grant Hill has been really making it happen, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Now Hunter. Pass to Mills. They set the pick. And Stackhouse kicks to Mills. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Mills has got 8. Atlanta trails by 7. Here's Cole. And here is Mutombo.
Tough situation for the defense inside. With Mutombo's size and strength, it's not easy to guard him cleanly.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Now, here's Hunter. Pass to Mills over Crawford. Mills can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Cole. Henderson with it. He's guarded by Hill. Clock at 6. Henderson, no good. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta trails by 6. Here's Cole. Outside Jackson. Here's Cole. Outside Jackson. Over Stackhouse. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Stackhouse kicks to Mills. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Pistons missing. So it's Atlanta now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Pass to Mills, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Here's Cole. Now here's Jackson. And Stackhouse pulls it down. Pistons leading by 6. On the wing, Hill. Henderson defending. Hill passes to Stackhouse. Now Crawford. That one falls.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Inside, Stackhouse. And the layup is good. Stackhouse has got 14.
You're playing around with fire anytime you let Stackhouse get this close now. He's a potent offensive scorer.
Atlanta calls timeout. They gotta like what Grant Hill has done in this game.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Detroit making a switch. Curry's checked in. Here's Mutombo. He's got 5. Takes it inside. Shot's good by Cole.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Hunter, the pass to Mills. Back to Hunter. Pass to Mills. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mills has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, such a sweet 3-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Crawford. Jackson has the open look. Rebound by the Pistons. Mills has got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry kicks to Hunter. Pistons passing it around. Curry finds Mills. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And now it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide-open shot.
Here's Jackson. Count it. He's got 12.
And Jackson is a known sniper, someone who is quick in how he gets his shot off and a reliable wingman.
The 3 from Mills. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Cole. 6 points for him. Out to Henderson. Pass to Jackson. Henderson with a screen on Hunter. There's Jackson with the 3. The second chance effort. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Mutombo.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Now, here's Hunter. Here's Leitner. Off target from outside. Hawks have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Coles can't hit. Pistons leading by 6. Stackhouse outside. Pass to Mills. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson against Curry. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Curry's got his second basket. Atlanta trails by 8. Right side Jackson. That one drops for him.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Hunter, the pass to Mills. Here's Hunter. Stackhouse with it. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Outside Jackson. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Mills finds Hunter. Back to Mills. Fires for 3. And Coles pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stackhouse with the steal. And here is Curry. Shot clock at 6. From about 16, Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Cole. He has 6, and the basket is good. And now it's just a 4-point Piston lead.
Making his presence felt on the interior.
Hunter, the pass to Mills. Back to Hunter. Here's Stackhouse. There's a good screen. Drives to the hoop. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Coles. Here's Crawford. And stolen by Hunter. Out to the wing. Here's Stackhouse. Detroit, no good that time either.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 4. Leitner. And that one is off. Mutombo is some nice D. Here's Jackson. And Curry pulls it down.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Hunter against Mutombo. Here's Leitner. The shot from the low post is good. Leitner's got his second basket of the night.
With this touch around the hoop, Leitner will eat you alive down low.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Mutombo. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And the rejection by Curry.
Fantastic defense. Great timing on the rejection.
Mills with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Back to Mills. Henderson against Stackhouse. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitution on the court.
Atlanta trails by 6. Now Terry. He's got 9. Pass to Ryder. The 3. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stackhouse outside. Hill left side. The kick out to Williams. Hill passes to Stackhouse. No good on the triple. Atlanta shooting 42% from the field here in the third. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Terry. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Now, here's Hunter. Stackhouse outside. Rebounded by Ellis. Atlanta trails by 4. Mutombo with the ball. He has 7. Pass to Ellis. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Mutombo misses.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Hunter kicks to Stackhouse. And here is Hill. Back to Stackhouse. Count it. Stackhouse has got 6 in the quarter.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Terry the pass to Ellis. Mutombo with the ball. Pass to Ryder. Now here's Terry for the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Terry's got 14.
And just so sure of himself, like he just knew that was going in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hill dishes to Stackhouse. And that one goes long. Here's McLeod. Still without a basket. Terry in the corner. Got it off in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Pistons on top. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Ellis outside. Pass to Wright.
Detroit foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for Detroit. Christian Laettner. Terry Mills. Jerry Stackhouse. Lindsey Hunter.
Here's McLeod. On the wing, Jason Terry. Covered by Hunter. 4 on the clock. Shot by Terry, no good. Detroit leading by 3. And here is Hunter. And he drives in. Here's Mills. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Ellis. Terry against Hunter. Terry the pass to Wright. Here's Ryder. Back to Terry. Wright sets a screen for Terry. Rebounded by the Pistons. Mills has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stackhouse, good. Stackhouse has got 21 in the game.
Stackhouse locked and loaded on the catch. Almost automatic.
Here's Ryder, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
The pull-up jumper is not only tough to master, it is tough to defend.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Stackhouse. And another three for Detroit.
Clearly a positive sign. When Stackhouse is knocking down the three ball, the offense really opens up.
Here's Ryder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ryder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Hunter, the pass to Stackhouse. Back to Hunter. Here's the screen. He takes it in. Here's Laettner. Off target with his three. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Hawks. Pass to Ryder. Beyond the arc. Mills with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Laettner. And it's McLeod with the rebound. Atlanta trails by 5. Banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Ryder. Rebounded by the Pistons. Mills has got 7 rebounds in the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Terry against Hunter. Pass to Mills. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Laettner. Rebounded by Ellis. The Atlanta trails by 5. Here's Ryder. Fires the three. And it's Laettner with the rebound. Laettner's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Stackhouse kicks to Hunter. Over to the wing. Here's Laettner. Terry grabs the board. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Carries it from 3-point range.
And when you put up numbers like he is in this one, he'll get some recognition.
Now Hunter. To the inside. Here's Laettner. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just keeping things simple on offense. Laettner capitalizing in close.
The Atlanta trails by 4. Ellis outside. Pass to Wright. Here's Ryder. Terry outside. No good from outside. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Hill dishes to Mills. Ellis with some nice D. The Hawks shooting 40% in the fourth. It's Terry outside. And it's Terry again missing. Detroit leading by 4. Laettner the pass to Stackhouse. From deep three-point land, Terry grabs the board. Hawks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass to Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good job accepting and embracing the contact on the way up there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Atlanta trails by 3. Here's Cole. Pass to Jackson. And here is Mutombo. Rebound by the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Stackhouse against Jackson.
Yeah, you can't really have any qualms with Jerry Stackhouse's energy. I mean, he plays with a lot of intensity, which is contagious for his team, and sometimes that can be a difference maker out there.
The Hawks making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And the Hawks with possession, trailing by 5. Here's Coles. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford. Fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Williams, a screen on Jackson. There's the drive. And yes, it's good. The second half.
Nice take, slicing right to the cup.
Here's Cole. That's tipped. Outside Hill. And Hill throws it down.
And he's in a nice rhythm offensively, filling it up with regularity.
Atlanta trails by 7. Here's Cole. Pass to Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like watching Jackson there challenge the defense, really forcing the contact.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
Jackson hits both of them. And the Pistons with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Hill passes to Leitner. It's back to Hill. Pass to Leitner. Now, here's Hunter. Shot clock at 3. Here's Hill. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Recognizing the shot clock situation and then knocking it down before the expiration. Excellent poise.
Here's Cole. Jackson from long range. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Hill has it in the corner. And the shot will not go from Leitner.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Mutombo.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividend.
Here's Cole, following the bucket by the Pistons. Pass to Henderson. Over Hill. Henderson, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
The drive by Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 12 points in just the second half.
And they needed that one. Just a big-time basket.
Hill passes to Stackhouse. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Atlanta trails by 5. Pass to Cole. And here's Crawford. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Cole. Covered by Hunter. Coles can't hit. Detroit leading by 5. Here's the 3. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Coles passes to Jackson. Mutombo sets a screen. Crosses over, and the dunk by Jackson.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen. Here's
Stackhouse. the pick. Going inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Stackhouse has got 32 points.
Big-time shot from Stackhouse. He doesn't mind stepping up and knocking these big shots down.
Pass to Mutombo. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
What an outstanding play by Mutombo. Showing up for his team with some assertive offense.
Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Hill unfazed, composed, loves taking the big shots and knocking them down.
Atlanta trails by 5. Here's Cole. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Crawford passes to Jackson. Over Stackhouse. And it's Leitner with the rebound. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Detroit making a switch. Mills is checked in. Pass to Leitner. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Mutombo. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Coming through in a high-pressure moment. How about the poise he showed?
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. We got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And an intentional foul right there.
Dikembe Mutombo. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Coles passes to Crawford. The Hawks again can't hit. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Line for 2. Lindsey Hunter.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
So it's Detroit with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. You know, Greg, this time of year, lots of trade rumors are flying around, aren't they?
You know, Kevin, it always depends on the situation. Some guys are actually hoping to be moved, especially if it's to a title contender. And then you have those who set up roots, and that's their home, their foundation. It can be a challenge to have to walk away.
Here's Ward. Up and in on the layup.
You've got to have inside scoring to be successful, and he's aware of that.
Austin, the pass to Strickland. Nice ball movement by Washington. They set the pick. It's Richmond on the wing. 23 points his last outing. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
There's some mass and density to Richmond. Not the guy you want backing you down inside.
Here's Ward. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the middle. Here's Houston. That shot off. Richmond outside and taken away by Johnson. Here's Ward. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Drills the three-pointer.
Sprewell's a guy who can be pretty effective at the arc. I mean, knocking down threes, part of what he does.
Now here's King. Sprewell grabs the miss. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Johnson. Back to Ewing. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Richmond left side. Good on the shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Ward. Johnson, the pass to Houston. Ewing, a screen on Richmond. Houston can't get it to go. Washington trailing. Here's Howard. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
You can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
New York shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first one falls.
2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Strickland. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And a fast break now for New York. Pass to Ward. Here's Sprewell. He has 5. Here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. Over Howard. Houston's shot's good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And here's Austin. Here's Strickland. 8 points his last outing. Richmond the pass to King. 5 to shoot. And Howard has it in the corner. No good on the shot. Good D by Johnson. The Knicks leading by 5. Sprewell, the pass to Ward. The screen from Ewing. Here's Ward. Shot from 16. Here's Strickland. Pass to Austin. To the paint. Here's Howard. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. For New York, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Sprewell. He has 5. Here's Houston. He's covered by Richmond. No good. Shot missing. And here's Austin. Scoreless thus far. Lots of room. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Pass to Sprewell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Strickland. They set the pick. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell from past the arc. Richmond with the rebound. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Strickland. Here's Howard. Sprewell grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston. Here's Sprewell. Over Howard. And the Knicks miss again.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Strickland passes to Howard. Misses from short range. New York trailing. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. On the wing, Johnson. To the wing right side. Here's Ward. King with the steal. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And this guy brings a lot of heart to his game, and that's something you have to respect. He's got that desire to make a difference on the floor.
And that one falls for Howard. The Knicks making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
It's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Strickland passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. The Knicks making a switch here.
For New York, Marcus Camby, Kurt Thomas, Chris Charles.
Johnson dishes to Camby. Wallace outside. New York moving the ball around. Here's Childs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Thomas has it in the corner. On the wing. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Wizards with the lead. Strickland passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
New York shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Childs. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Howard, the pass to Strickland. Austin with it. Richmond outside. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Howard misses. New York trails by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, he acted before they could react. Defenses have to be alert to that.
Here's Strickland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Strickland really good at both ends of the court. He's a really good passer, a creative scorer, and a pretty crafty defender, too.
That one is no good.
Knocking down your freebies can help you get in a rhythm and stay there.
Howard against Johnson. Wallace outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Sprewell. Goes back up. It's good. This game is all even.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Strickland. Inside. Howard can't hit. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Childs. They grabbed their own miss. And another shot. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Howard against Johnson with the fadeaway. It's rebounded by New York. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Now here's Johnson. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Childs. With 1 on the clock. Tries it again. It's rebounded by Austin. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Strickland passes to Howard. Good. 9 points for Howard.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Childs. There's the screen. Pass to Wallace. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
New York trailing. Here's Childs. Still yet to score. Pass to Wallace. Thomas sets a screen for Wallace.
Wizards foul. Chris Whitney. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Camby. Down low. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Camby. Wallace has got it all tied up now for New York.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Richmond outside. Swiped it away. And now the Knicks on the break. With the teardrop, Williams with the block. Richmond outside. To the middle. Williams kicks to Richmond. And Richmond with the stuff.
Watching Richmond get up and throw it down. Yes, sir. Superb at elevating to the rack.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Childs. He's covered by Whitney. Pass to Sprewell. Now here's Thomas. A shot off that time. Nice D from Williams. Howard in the post. Thomas is there. Howard, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here is Thomas on the wing. Wallace. Here's Childs. He has yet to score. And the jump by Wallace.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here's Howard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Wallace against Murray. Wallace attacking.
Oh, love his mindset. Go to the basket. Be aggressive.
Here's Whitney. Nice ball movement by Washington. Howard in the post. Thomas covering. 5 on the clock. Here's Richmond. Camby with the block.
Excellent defense, staying within the arm's length and using that arm to knock it away.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Howard, the pass to Richmond. Screen by Howard. Looking to end the run. Now Whitney. Williams, a screen on Wallace. Floats one up, and it's Murray laying it in.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
Doubled by Howard. Pass to Sprewell. Here's Childs. He's covered by Whitney. And Childs gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Hey, when you go in there, you better finish strong, and he did.
Now Howard. 11 points in the game. And slammed in by Howard.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Childs. Outside for Thomas. And stolen by Howard. Pass to Murray. Over in the corner, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Howard. Right wing. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Sprewell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Childs. He's covered by Whitney. Thomas uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the bucket by the Wizards. Pass to Sprewell from deep. Rebounded by the Wizards. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Whitney against Camby. And here is Howard. Richmond outside. Howard with the screen on Thomas. And Richmond with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Thomas after the basket by Washington. Tries again. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray with it. Camby picks him up. Murray, the pass to Whitney. Screen by Howard. Whitney with it. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Kevin, he had an opening to the bucket and took full advantage on that.
Greg, he didn't waste any time making up his mind. That was going to be a flush all the way.
And, you know, the defense going to think twice about giving him even an inch of space the next time.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Wizards making a switch here. Hamilton's checked in. Wallace outside. And he gets the whistle. 2.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Hamilton. Houston pulls it in.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
Boy, once he's near the bucket, he's a threat to throw it down because Ewing has such great size.
With the drive, Strickland passes to Howard. And here's the break. Pass to Johnson. New York moving the ball around. Or the pass to Ewing. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, you know, it's never easy trying to defend Ewing inside, which is why he gets fouled.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Driving to the basket. Shots good by Strickland.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Sprewell. He's coming off a 22-point game again over Murray. Nails the 16-footer. Sprewell's got 7 points in the game.
Deadly from the mid-range. Sprewell so confident in that shot.
Here's Strickland. He's got 5. Driving in. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Pressing the attack. That's how you get things done.
For New York, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Ewing, a screen on Hamilton. Houston shot's good.
Houston is so consistent from out there.
Wizards trail by 3. Strickland passes to Williams. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Sprewell, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And it's Sprewell missing. The Wizards shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Pass to Strickland. And Ewing with the block.
Good read that time from Ewing defensively, showing that he can be impactful at that end of the floor, too.
Here's Hamilton, and the layup falls. Hamilton's got his first points in this one. New York leading by 3. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. Here's Ward. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Off target at the rim. The Wizards shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Williams attacking. Off on the layup.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Houston. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
You love the efficiency that Houston scores and plays with. Takes smart shots all the time.
Now, here's Howard. He's got 15. Basket good. Howard's got 8 points here in this quarter. 1:15 left here in the second. There's the double team with Hamilton. Here's Ward. Pass to Johnson. Here's Ward. Over Strickland. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Houston. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. It's a 3-point game. Into the lane. Shot's good by Strickland. Strickland's got 9.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Houston, covered by Hamilton. Johnson with a screen on Hamilton. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks out front, leading by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. New York leading by 3. Ward, the pass to Sprewell. Shoots over King. And it's Sprewell missing. King, right side. Pass to Strickland. Outside for Richmond. Howard with the screen on Johnson. And Richmond with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Houston, the pass to Ewing. Shoots over Austin. Ewing can't hit. Wizard shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Richmond. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. New York shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Ewing. Now Johnson. Some nice passing by New York here. New York, no good that time either. 90 seconds now into the second half. Richmond, the pass to King. Screen by Howard. Outside for Richmond. Here's Strickland. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Houston. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Patrick Ewing. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson against Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Richmond, the pass to Strickland. Oh, good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Richmond outside. And there's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Richmond's got 14 points for the game.
A strong guard, Mitch Richmond, gets going downhill, and he's tough to stop.
New York calls timeout. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. Here's Sprewell. 5 to shoot. And it's King with the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Howard dishes to Richmond. Yep, it counts. Richmond's got 6 in the quarter.
On a roll here tonight. Richmond with a lot of offensive tools, and he is happy to show them off.
Here's Houston. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Charlie Ward.
Here's Strickland. 11 points in the game. Down low, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Finishing things off there with a dunk.
New York trails by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Houston. Shoots over Richmond. Houston can't get it to go. The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Howard. It's rebounded by New York. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ward. Three-pointer. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
That's Houston's sweet spot now, knocking jumpers down off the catch.
Screen by Howard. Driving inside. And it's Strickland missing. New York shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Johnson surveying the floor. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ward's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
They set the screen. Here he goes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. On defense, Washington looking to get back on track here, and it's Sprewell missing. Here's Strickland. He's got 11. To the inside, Howard. And Howard with this
imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. This one for 3. Strickland grabs the board. Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Now here's Howard. Strickland passes to Austin. Out to the right wing. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Strickland. Another shot. Pass to Howard. Outside for Richmond. There's the drive. And Richmond with the stuff.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Or the pass to Houston. There's the pick. Pulls it from 20. Jump shot is good that time. Houston's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, you look at Allen Houston work, and it just seems so easy. Comes so naturally to him to score the ball.
Richmond kicks to Austin. Back to Richmond. Clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Richmond, somebody his team leans on offensively because he's such a ferocious, dynamic scorer.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Both teams deciding to change it up. New York trails by 3. Here's Childs. Uncovered. And the shot goes down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Richmond with it. He's got 21. Into the lane. Drops in the layup for 2. Richmond's got 23 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Childs. Here's Wallace. Richmond with the rebound. Richmond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Murray dishes to Howard. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Kurt Thomas, who's checked in for the Knicks.
Number 40, Kurt Thomas.
New York trails by 3. Here's Childs. Outside Thomas. Wallace down low. He's covered by Richmond. Pass to Childs. 6 to shoot. It's a very good look and converts. Childs has got 6.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Howard setting the pick for Murray. And it's Murray with the chain.
And once he gets ahead of steam, clear the way because he is going all in.
It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Wallace. Rebounded by the Wizards. Richmond's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here is Howard. Thomas covering. Here's Booth. Going inside. Richmond with the bucket.
Another bucket. What a game this guy's having. I'd keep getting him the ball.
New York trails by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Thomas. Johnson with it. Here's Childs. He's got 6. Lets a floater go. Strickland grabs the board. Washington leading now by 5. In the corner, Murray with it. There's 1:38 left here in the 3rd quarter. Over to the left wing. And it's Strickland missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
To the middle. Here's Howard. Yep, that one goes. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
Going for that high percentage shot. He wants to make sure they convert.
Here's Booth. Still scoreless. Strickland passes to Howard. It's rebounded by New York. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Wallace finds Johnson. New York moving the ball around. Here's Thomas. The teardrop falls in. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Howard in the post. Thomas is on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Unloads from 9. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Richmond for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Wizards lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Strickland. And he drives in. That one goes in. Strickland's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Wizards.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Wallace against King. Wallace right side. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Outside Thomas. Over Howard. Thomas, no good. Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Richmond. Now Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 25 points.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside Thomas. And here is Wallace. Here's Childs. Can be a screen on Richmond. Here's Childs. His three-pointer's off the mark. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Thomas. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Canby with it. Strickland grabs the board. Strickland's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Richmond. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 27.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
It's Thomas on the wing. Wallace inside. He's against King. Pass to Childs. Down low, Camp. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for Canby.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
King outside. Screen by Howard. And King, here we go. And that one is hammered home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, and that's off the glass and in.
And his offensive game tonight is on point.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Howard with the screen on Wingate. Here's Richmond. Here's Howard. Excellent D from Thomas. New York trails by 11. Wallace kicks to Thomas. Here's Childs. Pass to Wallace. King with the block.
What a denial. He was right on cue with that block.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kurt Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. In for New York, number 20.
Washington leading now by 11. Strickland passes to Richmond. To the middle. Thomas with the steal. Here's Childs. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wizards have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Kurt Thomas. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Wizards.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And so Howard nails both of them. New York trails by 13. Here's Ward. Wallace a screen. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Ewing a screen on Richmond. Houston shot's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Richmond. Not a lot of room. Pass to Strickland. Wizards passing it around. Here's Howard. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Johnson. Wallace against King. Here's Houston. Johnson, the pass to Ward. Here's Ewing. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
And Ewing sends it back. King against Wallace. Shoots over King. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Wallace.
Great court awareness there to find the open man.
Strickland passes to King.
Next foul. Allen Houston. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Mitch Richmond.
No good on the free throw.
You know, it's been far too often. That's the case for this team.
He hits the second from the line. New York trails by 8. Here's Ward. Rebounded by the Wizards. Strickland's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Screen by Howard. Strickland passes to Howard. And again, Washington no good. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Got that one up quick.
Fantastic decision by Spree, moving that rock.
Here's Strickland. Pass to Austin. Richmond outside.
Knicks foul. Charlie Ward. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Now here's Richmond. Makes it off the glass. Richmond's got 30 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Ward. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by the Wizards. Richmond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Austin. Stolen by Ewing. Here's Sprewell, and there's the drive.
Got size and quickness. That's a great combination that Sprewell possesses.
Here's Strickland. Now here's Howard. Clock at 6. Back to King. That one doesn't go. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Ward. Here's Houston. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple. And now just a 3-point Washington lead.
He flashes his touch from deep there.
Here's Strickland with the drive. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. Here's Ward. There's the pick. Teardrop shot. Strickland grabs the board. Strickland's Wizards leading by 5. King right side. Driving the lane. And the shot goes in. King's got 4 points this quarter. New York shooting around 41% on the night. Looking to end his cold spell. Ward, good. Here's Strickland. Richmond outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Richmond's got 32 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Knocked away. To the paint. Here's Houston. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. He's got 25.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
They set the screen. Here's Strickland. Driving to the basket. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Wizards lead by 7. Here's Houston. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. A special move before the shot.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for Washington, Rod Strickland. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So for the Wizards, Williams comes in for Austin, and Murray's subbed in for King. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Here's Houston. Washington with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And the slam by Williams.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's Houston. He's covered by Richmond.
And Houston, a pro at initiating the contact, an aggressive shooter who's looking for opportunities to get to the line.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. Kings checked in for Washington. Both good from the line that time. 58 seconds left in the 4th. On the wing, Richmond. Pass to Williams. The Wizards working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Back to King. Lets it go with a three. No good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Johnson outside. Pass to Houston. Lets the three fly. And it's King with the rebound. Here's Strickland. So it's the Wizards with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Magic going up against San Antonio. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And this is the time of year teams, Greg, start to wear down a little bit, and we're seeing the first signs of fatigue setting in.
Well, it is a long season, Kevin, and it can be hard to keep your focus and drive, but we'll see which one of these teams is still in early season form here tonight.
Here is Armstrong. That three off the mark. Johnson in the corner. Over to the wing. Elliott kicks to Johnson. Six on the shot clock. Robinson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Armstrong with it. They get it again. About a minute played so far here in the first. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Armstrong's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. Robinson a screen on Armstrong. Johnson outside. Over Armstrong. Johnson against Armstrong. Robinson passes to Elliott. Johnson outside. Second chance shot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Armstrong. Last game we saw him score 13. Takes it inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Out to the right wing. Screen by Duncan. Here's Elliott. Orlando grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Got to convert those chances in tight.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Bulls.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Second shot opportunity, and there's the play inside by Duncan.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level, able to play through contact effortlessly.
Wallace outside. Wallace with a screen on Johnson. Here's Armstrong. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. San Antonio trailing here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Robinson down low. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
He's off on the second. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. He takes it in, and then Outlaw slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And it's sent back by Wallace.
Wallace, clearly a great shot blocker. Add another one to his talent.
Here's Johnson. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Orlando leading by 3. And here's Armstrong. He's got 5. Pass to Wallace. Duncan grabs the rebound. And San Antonio shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Ellie. To the inside. Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Mercer driving in. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Threw it down with force. Terrific flush.
Here is Elliott. No scoring in this one. Misses the layup. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here is Outlaw, covered by Elliott. Wallace a screen. Outlaw kicks to Armstrong. And the 3 off target. San Antonio trails by 3. Ellie passes to Johnson. Pass to Robinson. Over Wallace. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Now Armstrong. He's got 5. Driving to the basket. From downtown. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Armstrong with it. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Pass to Outlaw. To the wing right side. Here's Amici. Can't get it to fall. And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 1. Shot's good by Elliott.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Armstrong against Johnson. Armstrong gets the bucket. Armstrong's got 7.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Magic making a switch here. Atkins checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Rose is checked in. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Here is Elliott, still without a basket. 6 to shoot. Rebound by the Magic. Wallace has got 4 rebounds in this game. Orlando leading. And here is Outlaw. Wallace a screen. Outlaw kicks to Armstrong. Here's Atkins. San Antonio with the rebound. Elliott passes to Johnson. Here is Elliott, covered by Outlaw. Rose sets the screen for Johnson. Pass to Ellie. Latre. Rebound by the Magic. Wallace has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Atkins. Wallace with the screen on Ellie. To the right side. Here's Armstrong. Misses the 3.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Atkins, guarded by Ellie. Here he goes. Outlaw with the bucket. Outlaw's got 6.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Can they get it? Elliott misses.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Johnson, the pass to Ellie. There's a screen by Robinson. Knocked loose. Johnson with the bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Elliott scores in multiple ways. A very versatile small forward.
And the Spurs with some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Robinson. Porter comes in for Ellie. And Daniels subbed in for Johnson. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Wallace with the screen on Porter. Wallace up on top. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Sometimes you just have to stay tough and take the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Jaren Jackson's checked in for the Spurs. Now, here's Porter. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Goes up on the wing, and there it is for him.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Pass to Atkins. 1:02 left in the first. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Outside, Porter. Pulls it from the elbow. That shot, no good. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Atkins. 9-point game his last outing. Sweet little floater. Atkins has got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Porter. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now Armstrong. He's got 7. And he drives in, lays it up off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And so it's Orlando in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Wallace the pass to Armstrong. Wallace the screen. And it's Armstrong missing.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Daniels, no good.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
It's Porter outside. Here's Rose. Rebound by Wallace. Magic leading by 6. It's to Armstrong. Here's Amici. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Porter. Here's Duncan. No good with the layup. The Magic shooting at 50% in a decent group. And so Orlando again turning it over.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a wide open look for Porter. Drains the three-pointer. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
I think the defense has to do a better job closing out on Porter. I mean, you just don't want to give that look to such an efficient outside shooter.
Armstrong kicks to Wallace. Here's Atkins. He has 6. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Porter passes to Duncan.
And, you know, Duncan's such a handful for defenders. That's why they end up having to foul him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At 74%, you know, so-so, probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
Duncan hits them both. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Driving the lane, Mercer, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here is Porter following the bucket by Orlando. And it's in there.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
The Magic have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. There's the drive.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. Williams is checked in for the Magic.
Number 2, Monty Williams.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside Rose. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Daniels. 5 on the clock. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Orlando leading by 3 and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Elliott's checked in for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Antonio Daniels. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Elliott. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Takes the 3. Johnson can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Inside, here's Garrity. San Antonio with the rebound. Rose has got 4 rebounds in this game. Elliott passes to Porter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Rose with the ball. Pass to Elliott. Outside, Porter. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Orlando leading. And the turnover again by Orlando.
The ball goes to San Antonio.
The Spurs shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Softly drops in the floater. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, we think of Porter as a jump shooter, but he's also got a nice floater game, too.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Atkins, covered by Johnson. Here's Garrity, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 3.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Johnson. 2 points. That one goes. Johnson's got 6 points.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Outside, Williams. Driving inside. And Williams with the stuff.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Rose. The kick out to Porter from the arc. And Garrity pulls it down. Magic leading by 3. Joliet passes to Mercer. Down low. The 8-footer. Rebounded by the Spurs. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Clearly, the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Joliet. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Porter passes to Elliott. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. He has 5.
Every coach in this league loves assisted buckets.
Here's Atkins. He's guarded by Johnson. Drives to the hoop. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A different look now for San Antonio. Robinson's checked in for Duncan. And it's Ellie in for Terry Porter. Pass to Rose. Spurs passing it around. San Antonio again missing. Magic leading by 3. Here's Garrity. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Doliak. There's another block.
Defensively, they funnel everything toward him, and rightly so.
That's one reason he's nearing 4th overall in career block shots. San Antonio trails by 3. Johnson, the pass to Ellie. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Ellie. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Lock at 6. Johnson kicks to Robinson. Here's Ellie. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Atkins. Guarded by Robinson. Yes, that goes in. Doliak's got his first bucket in this one. Spurs shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Williams. Orlando leading by 5. Takes it inside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Elliott passes to Johnson. Pass to Ellie. Rose sets the screen for Johnson. They could use a bucket. And it's Orlando with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Doliak. San Antonio with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Here's Ellie. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Well, he's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Doliak, guarded by Robinson. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Doliak can't get it to go. Elliott against Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Seeking out the contact inside.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Elliott. And Orlando making a change here. And both free throws good for Elliott. Magic leading by 3. 1:36 left in the first half. Banked in off the glass.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
And there's the drive, and he jams it with authority.
One step and go. His plan was to drive the whole time.
To the inside, stolen by Robinson. Elliott against Williams. Elliott misses. The Magic shooting 47% in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game.
David Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Amici. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now here's Johnson. He has 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one goes. Count it.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Robinson pulls it in. Johnson with it. There's the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Magic out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 3. Duncan with a screen on Armstrong. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Ellie. On the wing, Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson a screen on Armstrong. Here's Johnson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Johnson's got the first bucket of the third here for San Antonio. And here's Armstrong. A 3 ball. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Johnson outside. Ellie passes to Robinson. Williams against Elliott. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Armstrong. Plays it up and banks it in. And now a 6-point Orlando lead.
Great job using that weight room strength to get it in against tough D.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Elliott kicks to Robinson. Williams against Elliott. There's a screen by Robinson. Into the lane. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Elliott.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on it.
Johnson against Armstrong with the drive. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Ellie. Pass to Duncan. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Duncan's got 8 points.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Stolen by Robinson. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Johnson against Armstrong. Going inside. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
It's a good night when you're racking them up like that.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Elliott. Armstrong against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. as Orlando takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Magic leading by 6. Now Armstrong. 18 points for him. Wallace the pass to Outlaw. On the wing, Wallace. Covered by Johnson. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Orlando, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. With the floater. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Amici covered by Duncan. Here is Outlaw. He's got 6. And he banks in the layup. Outlaw's got 8 points.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here is Elliott. He's got 11. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Armstrong against Elliott. Here's Wallace. And he banks in the layup. Wallace has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Magic.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
Pass to Elliott.
Magic foul. Darrell Armstrong. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Elliott kicks to Duncan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Armstrong, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 8.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 14.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Armstrong with it. He's got 20. He takes it in. Count it. Good. Armstrong's got 22 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here is Elliott. The rebound by Elton. Magic leading by 8. Here's Amici. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 14. Here's Duncan. And it's sent back by Wallace. And he recovers it. Orlando moving the ball around. Amici, guarded by Robinson. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on.
Pass to Ellie. Here is Elliott. 13 points in the game. Now Robinson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Wallace going up hard and strong for the throwdown. Major athleticism.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio.
Timeout.
A 12-point game. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Terry Porter, he's checked in for the Spurs. Duncan dishes to Johnson. Pass to Elliott. And here's Porter to stop the drought. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Porter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for San Antonio. There's a good screen. Here's Atkins. And he recovers it. Lets it go from deep. Rebound San Antonio. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Duncan's got 10.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Magic leading by 7. Inside. And that one's good by Maggette.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. There's Porter with the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Garrett. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's the screen. Atkins passes to Doliak. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio with the rebound. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Rebound by Doliak. Orlando leading. Pass to Garrity. Here's Atkins. Covered by Johnson. Here's Doliak. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here is Elliott. He's got 13. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Rose, he's checked in for the Spurs. Daniels comes in for Johnson.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
1:49 left in the third quarter. Atkins passes to Williams. There's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Porter with the steal. There's the drive. Power down with both hands.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
Mercer, he's covered by Daniels. The shot, no good. San Antonio trails by 5. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Rose, that's good. Well, Orlando shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Driving the lane.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Porter inside. Rebound by Goliak. Orlando leading by 5. Mercer passes to Goliak.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Spurs. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. San Antonio trails by 6. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And here's Armstrong. 22 points for him. Going inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before.
The previous play is under review.
Maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this. Still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pass to Wallace. Safety move. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Daniels passes to Duncan. Now here's Porter. Here's Rose. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
And saw where he was on the floor and had no problem knocking that down from mid-range.
Armstrong with it. He's covered by Daniels. Stolen by Duncan. Now Armstrong. Wallace outside. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And that one, good.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
The Magic making a switch here. Atkins checked in. Porter kicks to Daniels. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Rose. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's how you run the two-man game. Very hard to stop that.
Jackson against Taylor. Down low. Goliak can't get it to go.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Jackson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for San Antonio. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Here is Daniels. banked in off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Atkins. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
San Antonio trails by 6. Daniels with it. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Magic lead. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now, here's Porter. Six to shoot. Pass to Rose. Daniels with it. Porter kicks to Rose. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Daniels passes to Rose. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Tries again. Taylor with the rebound.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Pass to Atkins. A three-pointer, no good. San Antonio trails by 8. And here's Daniels. Outside Jackson. Now Porter. Back to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
3.
Porter's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Not wasting any time off the catch.
Here's Taylor. Yep, that one goes in there. Taylor's got his first 2 points.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Now Porter. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Boy, it never gets old watching him bang buckets through.
Orlando leading by 5. To the paint. Takes it off the glass.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The 3. Taylor with the rebound. Well, Orlando shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Atkins. No good on the triple. San Antonio trails by 7. Porter dishes to Daniels. Outside Jackson to the inside. Rose. And finished off by Rose.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Wallace. Right wing. Pass to Atkins. From downtown. Rebounded by the Spurs. Rose has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Jackson with the drive, and the shot goes in. And now just a 3-point Magic lead. Mercer passes to Atkins. Takes it inside. The teardrop falls in. And the Magic lead by 5. For San Antonio, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Now, here's Porter. Pass to Daniels. They set the pick. There's the three. Rebound by the Magic.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Atkins, and he drives in. Duncan with the block. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Rose.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Count the basket. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Daniel from outside. Rebound by Doliak. Doliak's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Wallace outside. Here's Atkins. And there's the drive. And the shot is good. And it's a 7-point Magic lead. And San Antonio shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Rose kicks to Duncan. Jackson against Taylor. Duncan right side. Outside Rose. Shoots. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace is Magic leading by 7. Pass to Taylor. Wallace outside to the left wing. Here's Mercer. Rebound by Rose.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Jackson has the open look. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Rose. Elliott comes in for Jaren Jackson. Elliott's checked in for Terry Porter. And it's Johnson in for Antonio Daniels. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Stolen away. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Duncan. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Pass to Armstrong. Here's Amici.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They trail by 7. Inside, here's Duncan. The shot comes out. Nice defense from Wallace. And for the Magic, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Stolen by Robinson. Elliott against Armstrong. Elliott passes to Duncan. And that one drops. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
Crucial basket for this team. He gave him a shot in the arm with that one.
Armstrong with it. Robinson picks him up. It's stolen by Johnson. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Ellie. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ellie. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Wallace. Armstrong with it. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the wing right side. It's stolen by Johnson. And the Spurs pushing it up now.
Clutch bucket there by Ellie. A man who knows his role, and that's whatever he can do to help his team win.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here is Outlaw. Driving inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game now.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And stolen by Outlaw. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Here's Ellie. Duncan right side. Pass to Robinson. Yes!
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
$15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Duncan. Here is Elliott. Fires for 3. Rebound by Wallace. And that's an intentional foul.
Sean Elliott. Second personal foul.
It's the first. That increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Off target with that shot. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.